Good evening, my name is Maureen Quay and this is the news update on E. Now to the headlines. Member of Parliament for Ningo Pram in the Greater Accra region, Sam George, is threatening to summon the Executive Director of the Ghana Center for Democratic Development, CDD Ghana, Professor Henry Prempeh, before the Parliament's Privileges Committee. This threat follows what the legislator describes as insulting remarks the former law lecturer made during his presentation on the anti-LGBTQI+ before the Parliament's Constitutional, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee on Thursday. Professor Prempeh is a member of a group that is against the passage of the Proper Human Sexual Rights Bill. He argues the contents of the bill do not reflect the ideas of the people promoting the bill. However, Mr. Nate, who is one of the sponsors of the bill, says such statement is contemptuous of members of parliament. Member of Parliament for Asawasi constituency, Muntaka Mubarak, is blaming Ghana's parliament for entrenching Ghana's problems. He says the House has become weak mainly because of partisanship. Legislators, according to him, are unable to have dissenting views on policies for the fear of being victimized. The situation, he suggests, has created a weak parliamentary system that fails to dispassionately discuss policy matters without political colorings. This, according to the Asawasi legislator, could be blamed for over 70% of Ghana's woes. He has, however, called for an immediate action to be taken in order to salvage the situation. World powers have planned to remove any form of impediment that disrupts planned elections and political transition in Libya. Sanctions, according to reports, will be slapped on any organization or entity or group that attempts to derail the gains made so far. Decisions on the sanctions will be firmed during the Paris meeting, which comes off coming Friday. The meeting, which will include the leaders of France, Libya, Germany and Egypt, as well as the US Vice President, is aimed at cementing world backing for the planned vote on December 24th and efforts to remove foreign forces. Sudan's Army Chief, Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, was sworn in on Thursday as head of a new transitional council he appointed to lead the country following the military takeover late last month, shrugging off domestic and international pressure to reverse the coup. The new 14-member Sovereign Council, for which one member is yet to be confirmed, includes civilians representing Sudan's regions, but none from the Forces of Freedom and Change (FFC) political coalition that had been sharing power with the military in a democratic transition since 2019. Burhan's deputy will remain Mohamed Hamdan Dagalo, commander of the powerful paramilitary Rapid Support Forces (RSF), with both men keeping roles they held before the coup. Some governments in the EU bloc are reconsidering the reimposition of unpopular lockdowns in the lead-up to the Christmas following recent increases in COVID-19 infection rates. The situation, according to a report by Reuters, is stirring the debate over the effectiveness of COVID-19 vaccines. Europe, for the past 7 days, has accounted for over half of the global average infections and half of latest deaths. The recent hike in numbers is despite the inoculation of more than 65% of the population of the European Economic Area, including the European Union, Iceland, Liechtenstein, and Norway. That's all for today. My name again is Maureen Quay. Thank you.